7 signs you're addicted to masturbation, and how to break free. Masturbation isn't the enemy, but addiction to it can quietly take over your energy, time, confidence, and peace of mind. In this video, we'll reveal 7 clear signs that your habit has turned into an addiction, and more importantly, how you can break free and take back control. 1. You can't go a day without it. One of the biggest signs of addiction is frequency. If you feel the urge to masturbate daily and feel restless, agitated, or even anxious if you skip a day, that's your body and mind relying on a habit that's become compulsive. This isn't about occasional release, it's about your system depending on pleasure to function. Many people find themselves unable to relax, focus, or sleep without masturbating. That's a red flag. When something has control over your daily routine, it's no longer a choice, it's a need. This leads to deeper issues, where your brain begins associating dopamine and comfort exclusively with that act. Breaking this cycle starts with testing your tolerance. Try going 1 day, then 3, then a week. The discomfort you feel isn't withdrawal from a drug, it's your brain resisting change. But the more you hold the line, the more power you reclaim. Your goal isn't perfection, but freedom. Once you stop being a slave to the urge, you begin making choices based on discipline, not compulsion. 2. You do it even when you don't want to. Another classic sign of addiction is doing something that you no longer enjoy, or even want, but can't stop yourself from doing. Have you ever promised yourself to stop, but then found your hands moving on their own, like muscle memory? That's not relaxation, that's compulsion. You may feel guilty before you do it, regretful afterward, yet still return to it the next day. This loop of resistance, submission, and regret is emotionally exhausting. It doesn't relax you, it drains your willpower. Masturbation is often used as an emotional crutch. Boredom, loneliness, anxiety. It feels easier to escape into a few minutes of pleasure. But when you begin doing it, despite not wanting to, it becomes a form of self-harm disguised as comfort. The first step is awareness. Notice the patterns. Catch yourself mid-thought. Take a walk. Do 10 push-ups. Delay the urge. Over time, your impulse weakens, and when you gain control over the action, your self-respect returns. 3. It affects your productivity. Is masturbation delaying your goals? Do you put off studying, skip gym days, or procrastinate on important work just to relax for a bit? When your habit starts interfering with your ability to perform, focus, or complete tasks, it's more than a personal issue, it's a performance issue. The dopamine surge after ejaculation often leads to a crash. This crash makes you feel sluggish, tired, and demotivated. Suddenly your to-do list seems too long, your motivation fades, and you choose Netflix over progress. This pattern kills momentum, and momentum is everything in life. Successful people don't rely on pleasure, they chase purpose. But when your brain is trained to expect a reward without effort, you lose the drive to do the hard things. That's why NoFap isn't just about abstaining, it's about retraining your reward system. When you quit, your energy slowly returns. You begin waking up earlier, working out harder, studying longer. Why? Because you're not depleting your system with false dopamine. Your brain starts craving real wins instead of artificial highs. If you want to unlock your potential, you need to stop giving away your power every night. Keep your energy. Invest it. 4. You feel guilt or shame afterwards. Pleasure followed by guilt is one of the clearest signs something is off. You tell yourself it's normal, but after it's over, you feel empty, disappointed, even disgusted. That feeling is your inner self calling for change. It's not society shaming you, it's your soul craving alignment. Over time, this guilt compounds. It turns into anxiety, social withdrawal, and self-doubt. You start feeling unworthy. You avoid eye contact. You speak less. You shrink in your own skin, all because of a private habit that's quietly damaging your self-image. And here's the truth. The more you ignore that guilt, the more power it gains. But when you confront it, accept it, you begin to take back control. Breaking free starts with compassion. You're not broken, you're just caught in a loop. And loops can be broken. Start by journaling after each relapse. What triggered you? What did you feel afterward? Build awareness. Awareness builds discipline, and discipline brings healing. 5. You're losing interest in real connections. Do you find yourself avoiding dates, ignoring texts, or losing interest in real people. Porn and excessive masturbation give you unlimited variety with zero effort. Over time, this rewires your brain to expect fast, intense pleasure without emotional investment. Real relationships don't work like that. Actual intimacy takes time, communication, and vulnerability. But when you're used to clicking, finishing, and logging off, human connection feels exhausting. You might even start feeling socially anxious or uninterested in bonding at all. This is called erotic tolerance. Just like with any drug, you need more stimulation to feel the same high, and eventually even real sex may not excite you the way fantasy does. NoFap helps reverse this by detoxing your dopamine system. As you stay clean, your desire for authentic intimacy returns. You start craving eye contact, real conversation, touch, presence. You reconnect with humanity and yourself. If you've lost the spark for people, it's time to unplug from the pixels and start living real. 6. You keep increasing frequency or intensity. Addiction grows quietly. What began as once a week turns into daily. Daily turns into multiple times a day. Soft content no longer excites you, so you go darker, stranger, or more extreme. That's your brain building tolerance. And tolerance leads to escalation. You may justify it with, "It's just stress," or "I'm single," but deep down, you feel it slipping. You try quitting, you delete history, you swear off certain websites, but within days, you're back. This cycle isn't about pleasure anymore, it's about escape, and that's dangerous. The solution is not shame, it's structure. Build routines, stay busy, limit screen time, block triggering content, replace the behavior with movement, challenge, or creativity. You don't break addiction by fighting it, you replace it with something more fulfilling. If you're escalating, you're not just curious, you're caught. And the sooner you admit that, the sooner you can climb out. 7. You've tried to quit, but you keep failing. The final and clearest sign of addiction is this: you've tried to stop maybe many times, but you always come back. You've made promises, set limits, even fasted or prayed, but the urge wins, again and again. This doesn't mean you're weak. It means your habit is wired deeper than willpower alone can fix. You need strategy, support, and systems. Start with a simple plan: 7 days. Don't aim for forever. Aim for 1 clean week. Then build. Use accountability apps. Join forums. Talk to people. Share your struggle. Shame lives in silence. Speak it and it loses power. Track your triggers. Replace idle time. Create a reward for hitting your goals. Build small wins. And above all, don't hate yourself for slipping. Every relapse is a reminder that you're human, but every comeback is proof that you're becoming more. Outro: addiction doesn't start overnight, and neither does freedom. But these 7 signs are your signal, your wake-up call. If any of these hit home, it's not too late. The change starts today, with one decision, one choice, one clean day. Subscribe to NoFap Nation for more raw truths, powerful strategies, and the motivation you need to become the man you're meant to be.